is Industrial Industries Radio.
Hey yo, what's up? This is DJ Glowing Ice, and you're listening to Industrial Industries Radio.
Industrial Industries, boy!
Hi, thank you for listening to this audio presentation for Industrial Industries. We are here to aim for excellence. Excellence comes standard, top-notch productions. Only the best. Welcome to Industrial Industries. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is the Industrial Industries Weekly Report, Episode 0, the very first, numero zip. I am your host, Glowing Ice. I'm going to get a drink of this hot tea, and we are going to get started. Okay, so right now it is January 20th, 2018. Hope you guys had a great New Year. It's kind of a bit ago, but how fast time passes by as you get older. It's just, blink of an eye, it's 2016. Blink of an eye, it's going to be 2020. So it was just a little while ago. So hopefully you guys had a great holiday season. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's. Hope you had a little sweetie with you on New Year's Eve to kiss on the stroke of midnight. But yeah, so what are you listening to? What am I listening to? You're asking yourself. Well, this is Industrial Industries. This is almost kind of like a New Year's resolution for me to kind of keep people informed by, instead of just putting up a update every once in a while on social media or whatever. I want to check in with you guys audibly, and let you guys know on the ground floor, deep within the confines of Industrial Industries, what's going on, and what's going on in the world too. So in case if you're living underneath a rock, or you've just been working and you have no other source of finding things out what's going on in the world, as music at least, I'm here for you. We're here for you. It's Industrial Industries. Now, let's get down to brass tacks here. Since it is episode 0, this is just kind of a welcoming to Industrial Industries, what Industrial Industries is about, and so on and so forth. Let me give you a quick background of who we are, what we are. We're made up of a few artists at the moment, few recording artists that never really found a place to be, so to speak. We always had our own thing going on, but through fate, we kind of all met and got together, and we started this thing where, for me, myself, I started recording when I was a teenager, and I was in bands and produced albums for people and did all kinds of different things. I have a degree in broadcasting, and I did the whole radio DJ life for a little bit. So I know the ins and outs of the industry a bit. And so I tried to, reach out to certain local musicians, and it's funny how a lot of local musicians, I'm not going to say all, but a lot of them kind of get this idea that they're stars in their own heads. Now, if you talk to any kind of musician, they kind of have this ego where they are stars in their own heads, and that's perfectly normal. That's why they got into music in the first place. Where they wanted to feel, it makes them feel good and makes them feel proud of what they're doing. So with that being said, when you're dealing with those kind of people, it's hard to find somebody who's humble and cool and doesn't take themselves too seriously. And I never really came across anybody like that in my scene, so I kind of always felt an outcast, so to speak, or had to just look within myself to figure things out on my own. So that's what I did, and I started recording things on my own as a kid, started from tapes, to working on an 8-track, to doing what I'm doing now, which is recording off of Reason and doing the whole thing on the computer, which is all fancy and nice now and everything. So I started out doing that a long time ago. And so I really didn't like how a lot of musicians in the area were handling themselves. There's just a lot of standards that are set low, I think. When people think of local music or indie music, they kind of set their standards low and don't expect that certain amount of polish on their music or anything. It's like a local band could be like, they're really big and they hand you a tape and be like, yeah, this is our album, and you put it in, it's all lo-fi stuff, and it's pretty horrible. So we wanted to stay away from that. Even though we're indie and we're practically unknown, we want to put something out that is polished, something nice, something that doesn't have the big record companies' tentacles on us, but have the same type of quality. So we want to just put out the best stuff we can without having to deal with anything. We do it on our own, and that's that. So that's what Industrial Industries is all about. We're all about making sure everything is top notch. We're perfectionists to the point where the one song I have been working on for the past 5 months, I've written 10, 20 different sets of lyrics for it. I want to make sure it's just right. There's a lot of bands that will just, I showed up and I played the little guitar part and I'm done. That's no big deal to me. Let's just put this out. And it seems like a lot of people treat music as almost as if it's the byproduct of their image. Like their image comes first and then the music is the byproduct of it. It's, here's the TV show, the big thing everybody cares about. Oh, but here's the music too, off to the side if you want to spend an extra $10. So I think that's how a lot of bands treat their music these days. It's either that or there's always like this big huge section in big cities of like punk rockers, and there's always a drummer that's in 10 different bands, and the bands only last one EP or something like that, and I can't stand being around that kind of crowd, really. So to circle around back to what I was talking about, we all kind of have this idea that local music is kind of given that pass where you should lower your standards because it's local or it's indie, or you should support the local music scene because it may be your uncle in the band or your best friend and you should support them. And I think, no, you shouldn't support local music if you don't like it. You shouldn't be bullied into liking local music. I mean, if a band is good, you're going to like it, regardless if it's mainstream or if it's local or indie or you heard it, from the sound waves when you're high on something. So we never been a part of any scene, and so we've carved our own path and taken the path that isn't even traveled at all to make something fresh and new and just solidly good. So anything we put into, whether it's our videos or the podcast here or the music or anything that has Industrial Industries on it, we make sure it's solid and we make sure it's good, because I don't want to put out garbage and I don't want you to hear garbage. I want you to hear good stuff. So that's where we're at, but we're on a very tiny, small budget of whatever pocket money we have to spare. We're not sponsored by anybody. We don't have any support from anybody as of yet, but we don't do it for that. We do it because we genuinely love what we're doing, and it's like, whenever you see something from Industrial Industries, you know the music's going to be good. You know it's going to be taken into consideration your time and money of sitting there and listening to it, and we always strive to make sure everything is solid gold substance. So coming up, we got some news about our upcoming releases from Industrial Industries and what's all going on behind the scenes and everything. And we also got an interview from our recording artist Folksy. He's down in Florida. and gonna ask him all kinds of stuff and have some good times with him. But right now, we're gonna check out the top 10 songs going on and new releases and all that kind of stuff right now. Nah, man, I don't listen to the radio, dude. People who listen to the radio are like corporate clones, you know what I'm saying? I listen to the real music. They don't even like write their own songs, dude.
Hey, shut up, you fucking hipster.
This is the top 10 songs on the radio. 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 The glamour, the glitz, the fame, the hot chicks, the glamour, the glitz, the fame, the hot chicks, the glamour, the glitz, the fame, the hot chicks. Let's see this week who's on the list.
Alright, so we're looking at the American Top 40, top 10 songs on America's Top 40. And let's start with number 10. We got How Long by Charlie Puth. Now, I listened to this song, and it sounds like everything in this list is full of ballads, basically. There aren't too many bangers on this list, but I gave Charlie Puth a shot and How Long, and it's going up in the charts. It's at number 10. Let's just say it's not my cup of tea or cup of coffee, but it wasn't bad, you know. It's a love song, I guess. You know, it's whatever, really. Number 9, going down in the charts, is Sorry Not Sorry by Demi Lovato. It's a banger, but it's a slow kind of banger, you know what I'm saying? I'll be honest, when I hear it on the radio, I do listen to it. I don't change the channel. It's got a good beat to it. And I really don't care what kind of music it is or whatever, but if it sounds good and has a good beat, and you know, I'll hear it out. I'll give it a shot. I'm not a music snob. Number 8, we got Too Good at Goodbyes by Sam Smith. It's going down in the charts. I heard it too many times, and it's a bit too sappy for me, but I think a lot of guys in the big city would be able to relate. Number 7, we got New Rules by Dua Lipa. I think that's her name, Dua Lipa. It's got kind of like a yeah, I'm a free woman kind of deal going down, kind of vibe. I can't relate to it, but I'm sure some other guys can. Number 5, we got Imagine Dragons with Thunder, and I've heard this song so much it's overplayed. It's insane how much this song is overplayed. I never could get into it, but I could understand why it's on the list though. It's a lot of people like Imagine Dragons and their kind of whole little deal with a very minimalist kind of music, I think. Number 4, we got What Lovers Do by Maroon 5. This is a song I really do genuinely love, and I like the music video. I checked it out. Every song on this list, I've checked out the music videos too and watched and gave it a full round idea of what I think about them. And What Lovers Do is a really good song, and it deserves to be on the charts, and it's going up at number 4. Number 3, Halsey, Bad at Love. It's going down the charts. It's been on for a while. It's on the brink of being a hit / filler song to me. You know, she's a young girl and she's bad at love, and you know, it's the same old song and dance from every other pop song and pop star girl, you know. Let's move on. Number 2, we got Ed Sheeran with Perfect. This is another classic Ed Sheeran song that, you would hear at somebody's wedding. It's got the slow vibe, the 1950s kind of timing, and, it's sure to please the ladies in the audience, that's for sure. And number 1, we're getting very Latin, we're getting very saucy with Havana by Camila Cabello featuring Young Thug. Y-O-U-N-G, Thug. I'm surprised it's not Y-U-N-G. But this song, I could understand why this one's also number one. Is, you know, a lot of people dig the whole kind of exotic vibe, and you know, ooh, it's different than the rest. It's got that Latin feel. It's like every college girl that lived in a very, you know, suburban life, and they feel fancy, and they feel kind of wild when they go salsa dancing or something, and they listen to this kind of music, and yeah, okay. I'm not a fan of it, but apparently America is. That is your top 10 songs in America right now. Coming up, we got your new releases right after this, so hang on a second.
Fuck you and everything you stand for. Industrial Industries Radio rules.
Industrial Industries Radio.
Alright, so your upcoming albums for February is brought to you by the album Glowing Ice Reloaded. It's available on Amazon.com, iTunes, or anywhere great music is sold. And if you go on cdbaby.com, you could find it for the low price of 99 cents for the entire album. Everywhere else, $9.99. But only on CD Baby, you could get it for 99 cents. So it's just a little wink and a nod. Coming out February 2nd, we got Justin Timberlake with his new album, Man of the Woods. And AWOL Nation's album, Here Come the Runts. AWOL Nation and what's that other? Imagine Dragons all like blur together for me. They're kind of like Stone Temple Pilots and Pearl Jam. Both bands just blend together, and I can't tell the difference. You know, they got the basic kind of like tribal sounding drums with the snaps and whatever. You know what I'm saying? February 9th, we've got Dashboard Confessional's new album, Crooked Shadows. I looked it up. It's like 9 or 10 years since these guys put out an album. Never listened to them before. A lot of the sensitive guys in high school and chicks listened to their albums when I was in high school. A lot of people cried listening to their music. So get a good cry on listening to Dashboard Confessional's new album, Crooked Shadows. Ooh, is it gonna be dark? I don't know. Also, February 9th, we got Franz Ferdinand's new album, Always Ascending, and Management, which is MGMT, that's what they call it, with their new album, Little Dark Age. Aren't all these bands like old emo bands from like the early 2000s, early mid 2000s? I mean, what's going on here, guys? And nothing. Oh, Senses Fail, that's another big alternative emo band that's coming out with their album, If There Is Light, It Will Find You. So maybe something more positive. You know, if you like emo music, that's fine. I ain't ragging on you. It's just not my favorite thing, you know. But that's kind of crazy. Dashboard Confessionals putting out a new album. I would have thought they've been long gone a long time ago. So that's what we got. We got Justin Timberlake, Dashboard Confessional, and all that kind of coming out in February. So nothing too important, really. So yeah, I mean, if you like that kind of stuff, go ahead, get it. If not, you know, whatever. So that is your upcoming albums for February 2018. Coming up next, I'm going to give Folksy a ring. He's a recording artist for Industrial Industries. He's working on his new album. We're going to check on in with him, see how far along he's doing, and what to expect, and how his life in Florida is going right after this. Hang on.
I love it. I listen to it all the time.
Industrial Industries Radio.
Yeah, best radio station ever.
Yeah, good as always, sweetie.
What do you think, sweetie?
All right, so what's going on, guys? I am here with the one, the only Folksy. He is here. He's a recording artist with us from Industrial Industries, and we're going to tackle the hard-to-ask questions and get the lowdown on what is and what Folksy is up to. So what's going on, Folksy? How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing great there, Mr. DJ Glowing Ice.
Sounds good, sounds good. So what did you do for New Year's, huh? You sleep in?
No, I went to sleep at 10:30 p.m. and got up for work the next day, and yeah, it's pretty nice.
Well, celebrating like a real man, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, all right, let's get to cracking here. I'm just gonna ask you some questions, and then we're gonna get into what the album and what you're working on here with Industrial Industries and all that stuff. So I want to ask you just some things, see what everybody in the audience get to know you a little bit and everything. And so I want to know, what was like the last album you bought, like physical album you have bought?
Ooh, that was O-Town's. I think it's just called O-Town.
Oh, I guess just the one big one
Yeah,
they had back in the day.
Yeah. Got Liquid Dreams on it, which is a favorite of mine. You know.
Yeah, that's a banger. So you're a big fan of like the '90s, early 2000s kind of boy band kind of stuff?
Absolutely.
Right on, man. I think that's why you're signed on here, because you got to be open to all kinds of stuff, especially the really good, juicy, the glory days of music. You know, the late '90s, early 2000s pop. That's where it was happening, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, if you like didn't get into the joke that is the music business now, when you were a kid, what kind of other dreams did you possibly have growing up that maybe you wanted to be besides maybe a musician or a rock star?
Well, from a very young age, there were only two options other than, of course, the musician. There was professional baseball player and professional wrestler.
And you just so happened to stumble into music, huh?
Yeah, well, I mean, you gotta have a theme song.
Well, yeah, exactly. Then you do the theme song, and then you become a pro sports
Exactly.
athlete. And yeah, okay,
Yeah.
sounds good. Did you play any t-ball or anything when you were a kid?
No, I played a lot of baseball, because I don't play t-ball.
Well, you got to start somewhere, huh?
Nah.
Well,
You don't.
when did you retire from baseball as a kid?
Ooh, that was that was around '08, actually. Mm-hmm.
I could tell you when I
Yeah.
retired, I was maybe 10 years old, and I was in the Corey League, and it was during practice, and the coach was hitting the balls out to all the players on the team in the field to catch them and everything, and one of the balls that the coach hit bounced. It was a ground ball, and it's coming right towards me, and it kept bouncing really fast towards me. So I held my glove down, like upside down, where the netting was touching the ground, and the ball went and it bounced right on the palm of my hand and straight up into my face, and basically busted my mouth. And
That explains a lot.
yeah, that let me know. Baseball, it's a bit dangerous, but I did play with my friends a little later, so that was pretty cool. So
You can't mess up the. Wait, no, you can't mess up the glowing ice looks. He's got the look.
yeah, I gotta keep this jewel of a face.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but pro wrestling, did you do any background wrestling or backyard wrestling or anything like that?
Oh, of course, all the time. All the neighborhood kids in my old apartment complex would get together and partake.
Did you have any kind of life-threatening injuries or anything?
No, I was the bigger kid, so I just throw everybody else around. Worked out for me.
Yeah, that's cool. I kind of did that whole thing myself too, because it was like I was kind of the bigger kid in the neighborhood because all the other kids were like 3 or 4 years younger than me. But I'd have to say my favorite wrestler back in the day was probably Raven from WCW. He just had the cut-up shorts and everything. What was yours?
Ooh, that's a hard one to beat. That's a tough question, though. You see, if we're talking about actual skill-wise, I'd go with Chris Benoit, but of course, the whole murdering his family and then himself, he kind of shines a dark light on that one.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'd say Scott Steiner's probably my favorite.
Yeah, Big Papa Pump. He's a sweetheart.
Big Bad Booty Daddy.
Yeah, he's sweet. I like him too. Okay, so we talked about your latest album purchase and everything, but what is if we were to delve into Folksy's iPod or recently listened to playlist, what have you been listening to at the moment?
Been a lot of Taylor Swift. Been a lot of Vanilla Ice. What else? Yeah, a lot of that mainly. A lot of I just got into Cher recently. I don't really like her, but been listening.
So, okay, Cher, like, what is it more the music or her actual vocals or the lyrics, or what is it about Cher that's gotten you?
The music's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's a little different, I guess.
Yeah, a little Cajun.
Yeah, it's good to shift gears every once in a while. But what did you listen to a lot as a kid? Like, what was your core music chunk of music, if you could explain it? Like, for me, it was rap rock, rap metal. But what was yours?
Didn't really listen to a lot of music up until maybe 10 years old, maybe 9. A lot of Static X. I don't know why, but they always entertained me. That was probably the first band that I was like, oh, they're pretty cool.
Yeah, I feel you. Static X was, I remember when they first got on the scene, that was Wisconsin Death Trip. I started listening to them.
Mm-hmm.
Good, solid stuff. I like that too. So, all right, well, we got a little taste of what Folksy's all about. Now, we want to get into your music. What got you into music in the first place? That's kind of like my question myself, working with you over the past few years. What is it that sparked your creativity for music?
Well, I've been writing rap since I was about 5 years old. They're never any good, but I always do that with the kids at school. And eventually just figured rap's kind of lame. Not rap and all of it, but it's kind of dated, I guess. And then I was like, I might as well learn something else, learn a couple instruments, pick something up that wasn't just that.
Sweet. So, like, Folksy's sound. Now, a lot of people would think and hear by your name, Folksy, that, you know, the average person's gonna go and think, oh, it's must be folk music. But you and I both know that it's not. So, how did you develop your own special sound?
Well, you see, like lyric-wise, folksy, as in of the folk. You know, like I don't go out try to go over people's heads with all these, you know, smart people talk. I just try to be pretty direct with what I'm writing, and that's pretty much how all of it starts. I don't use big words usually. I just talk like a normal person, talk like I talk to you, just regular language.
Yeah, I kind of feel that, like how there's a lot of like musicians, they like to feel like they're maybe a notch above the rest, or they want to come off as if they're like big philosophical people, or they're like, you know, like, oh, I'm super smart because I'm a musician. And yeah, I think there's a lot of pretentiousness in that. So something like your music is probably a really good breath of fresh air, probably, I'd say.
Nah, it kind of sucks.
I'm not gonna say that, but you know, hey. But no, I think you're really good, and I mean, you're on Industrial Industries for a reason. So I want to know, you put out a few songs already. What made you come up with the concept for the song Psychiatry?
Well, I could attribute most of that to growing up with my mother, who she was diagnosed as bipolar and depressed and all that stuff, and was on a lot of medications, and none of them really seemed to make her better. They kind of just made her, you know, kind of insane. And seeing that and growing up around that, and with, you know, my brother, who was kind of the similar thing, they just kind of threw him on whatever the amphetamine of the day was. And it was just, it doesn't help anything. Kind of, you know.
Yeah, I feel you. So when you say your mom was on medication, so was your brother. Were you ever tried to be put on anything yourself?
Hell no, thankfully.
Yeah, well, that's good. What about Binge? I know that's another single we put out recently. What was the concept behind that one?
Well, I wrote that one a long time ago, like years ago, but that one kind of came to me from my dad, who he had a fiance, and they were on, you know, a lot of different kinds of drugs shooting up, and she ended up overdosing while he was in the bed with her, and he had to wake up and find her like that. So I was like, that's not cool.
Yeah.
That's where that stems from,
Yeah, so, I mean, there's a lot of people that make up that kind of stuff and really try to push that out into the open on, like, social media. A lot of the stories are made up, but your stuff is, like, real life things, but you don't push or try to, like, glamorize it or anything. It's just, here's what it is. This is what's going down. You should try to clean yourself up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's what I take from that kind of stuff, which is a good direction, I think, as opposed to a lot of garbage, I think, put out in the media lately. But you're from Florida. What's it like in Florida? What's life like? What is the musical landscape in Florida like down where you live?
There's a lot of hardcore bands, a lot of emo, a lot of stuff I don't listen to, a lot of coffee shop indie bands, trash.
Trash?
Pretty much. Not to rain on anybody's artistic endeavors.
Right. That's the kind of stuff we stay away from here at Industrial Industries, don't we?
Try to.
Try to, yeah. It's kind of hard, It's like...
Slips in sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. Well, that's cool. You enjoying yourself in Florida? Is it a good time?
It's a nice, cool 65 degrees, dark at the moment as it is the nighttime. Surrounded by palm trees, can't complain.
Yeah. Keep rubbing it in. I'm in cornfields, and it's approximately about 20 degrees up here. So, yeah, one day I'll be down there and get myself a nice tan on, see some cute babes on the beach, go like, hey, I'm glowing ice.
Oh, that'll get them. They all know glowing ice down here. They're all big fans.
Oh, I'm sure they are.
This is your core demographic right here. You gotta hit them up down here.
Definitely. All right, so we're gonna ask you some quick round robin questions. There ain't too many. There's 5 of them. So
Ooh.
I wanna run these through with you, and this will define you as a person, pretty much.
Oh, great, cool.
What is your favorite color?
Red.
Selena Gomez or Taylor Swift?
Oh, come on, you can't do that to me.
Oh yeah.
Recently Taylor Swift. Overall, probably Selena Gomez.
All right. Well, who would you rather have a baby with? Selena Gomez or Taylor Swift? That'd be the one. You wife.
Ooh.
What's the one you'd wife up?
I can't answer that one.
Come on.
Oh, man.
One or the other. It's like life or death. You gotta choose.
I mean, if Selena's good enough for Bieber, she's good enough for me.
Well, there you go. Right on. All right. Reese's or Kit Kats?
Oh, Reese's.
College or work?
Work.
Cake or pie?
Cake. Well, cupcakes. I don't really like cake or pie.
Oh, well,
Get going?
yeah. If you had to choose. Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars. Obviously.
Clint Eastwood or John Wayne?
Clint Eastwood.
All right, well, sounds good. That's about it. You got anything else you want to say?
Yeah, everybody, like and subscribe. Smash that like button, and don't forget Informed Consent, my new album coming eventually.
Yeah,
Industrial Industries.
I want to ask you about that album. How far along is it in the process? Informed Consent, your album. How far along is it?
It's all written, just needs to be recorded, and then, of course, sent to you to do all the difficult work.
Yeah, thanks a lot, dude. I appreciate that.
Mixing and mastering.
Now, what are you expecting from this release? Like, are you wanting to just put it out digitally, or are there going to be, like, actual, like, physical copies people can buy?
Oh, there's going to be physical copies, all right.
You sound pretty damn sure about that. I like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, it's been a pleasure, folksy. Hope you're doing well down in Florida, and keep on rocking and rolling. And I expect those tracks on my desk soon. You hear me?
You'll have them, Mr. DJ Glowing Ice.
All right. Sounds good, man. Well, take it easy, and we'll see you next week, all right?
Alrighty. Bye, everybody.
So it was good to talk to my good old buddy Folksy a little bit, see how he's doing and everything. And so expect good things, big things from him, and keep checking out his new stuff. We'll be putting it out soon, and want to give you a little update on myself, Glowing Ice, the upcoming album, Sunshine Fun Time. It's kind of delayed, as a lot of my albums have been. I actually, before Sunshine Fun Time was announced, I also announced another album called Frostbite. So I'm actually working on 2 albums right now. Frostbite was supposed to come out first, but Sunshine Fun Time just kind of overtook my life. And so expect Sunshine Fun Time to come out around, I want to say May. That's I'm spitballing right now, but 85% of the album is done. A lot of it is just vocal stuff, and like I said, I'm a perfectionist, and we're all perfectionists here at Industrial Industries, so I want to make sure I bring my A game with any album I put out, as anybody else on this label does. So if you're wondering how many songs are on it, there's 16 or 17 songs that are going to be on it, and maybe some hidden ones too somewhere in the mix. There's a lot more that I have for the album, but they got cut and scrapped, and anybody who makes music knows, when they're putting together an album, they have all these extra songs sometimes that just don't make the cut. They're not up to par to fit anywhere in the album, and it's great. I got a good old buddy of mine from the old radio company I used to work for. I got him on the album. He's going to be doing a little bit of voice work, which I'm excited about. I'm saving up money actually to put out and press up physical copies of Glowing Ice Reloaded. I'm hoping to hopefully have that done and have them in hand by March. And there's going to be 100 of them made. I'm going to put some extra exclusive tracks onto that CD that you'll only be able to get the songs if you buy a CD. I'm looking at probably pricing the CDs at about $8 a pop. Probably going to mail some Industrial Industry stickers along with whoever orders them. And so that's what's in the works with Glowing Ice. I have 2 albums that are definitely going to be released within the year, and I have boogobs and boogobs. Whoever says boogobs anymore, but I have boogobs and boogobs of more songs that just aren't in a definite album yet, and ideas for the next albums and everything else. So I'm working on all that, and just nothing but going up with Glowing Ice. So expect a lot from Glowing Ice and Folksy and everybody else here at Industrial Industries. And that about wraps it up. If you guys want to get in contact with me or Folksy or any of us at Industrial Industries, just shoot us a message on Facebook or on our email at industrialindustries.official@gmail.com. Or you can find me on Facebook at Glowing Ice. And you can find Folksy on Facebook at The Folksy G, the letter G. That's how you'll find Folksy. And you'll also find us at Industrial Industries on Facebook at Industrial Industries Official. Make sure to like if you like it. If you don't, you don't have to. We're not forcing you to like anything, but if you listen to this all the way through, I think you probably liked it. Hope you guys have a great week. And if you're listening to this at night, hope you have a good night. If you're listening to this in the morning, hope you have a good morning, afternoon, middle of the night, lost in space, or anything else. I hope you have a good one. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap this thing up and send you guys off with a song from my first album. It's called Glowing Ice Reloaded, the album. The song is Antarctic Heatwave. And it's pretty awesome, pretty sweet. It's got a lot of twists and turns, and you'll like it. You like it. So, anyways, guys, hope you have a great week, and I will see you next week. Take it easy. Peace.
you're listening to Industrial Industries Radio. Bitch.